Hey you! Yeah, you. Does mindlessly typing emotes into a chat sound like fun to you? Want to almost completely lose whatever crumb of social life you had? How about turning off your brain and becoming a massive hive mind? If you answered yes to any of those questions, well boy oh boy do I have something to show you. Twitch chat! Now you're probably saying, Twitch? Well, isn't that the website where you get paid millions to watch Top Chef for 10 hours a day? And to that, my good man, all I have to say is...
That's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
Twitch is such a beautiful place full of beautiful people who have such a strong passion for streaming in its raw form.
And it doesn't matter how broke you are, if you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10.
New talent popping up every day, and just the friendliest folks you'll ever meet.
Wow, you're actually gonna say that!
If you want to learn the secret to mastering more than half of a Twitch stream's comedic value, then you've come to the right place. Whether a joke is being told or an awesome clip happens, without Twitch chat present, did it even really happen in the first place? Hi, I'm Surma, and I'll be your guide to the wonderful world of Twitch chat, and how you yourself can dump hours into the most useless skill of knowing what emote to type at the right moment. So let's jump right into it. When watching a stream, a lot of the chat will be spamming random words instead of Twitch emotes. Well, my fellow Twitch.television watcher, that is where Chrome extensions come into play, such as FrankerFaceZ and BTTV. To be able to see anything that Twitch chat is spamming, you'll have to download both of these extensions from the Chrome store. 2 clicks and you're one step closer to mastering the art of speaking in Twitch emotes. Just please be careful and don't let this skill transfer to real life, because the second you speak Twitch out in the real world, your fate is sealed by the Twitch Safety Council, and you instantly lose any sense of self-worth and are banished to eating, breathing, and sleeping on livestream fills, where the biggest degens crawl and slam around, spewing bullshit out their mouth 24/7, trying to farm internet points. And you don't want that, do you? Good, that's what I thought. So now that you have the extensions installed, those random words will actually be transformed into brand new emotes. With so many new emotes to explore, it can get pretty overwhelming, and you might end up making a fool of yourself by accidentally misspelling an emote. Luckily, for the most part, you can just search for the emote instead of typing it in, so that should help eliminate any worry of being made fun of by Twitch chat. But then again, it's Twitch chat, so you shouldn't feel that bad in the first place, because if you think you have it bad, then you haven't checked out Pokemon's chat yet. So anyways, let's focus on learning how to master one emote today. This emote arguably has the most variants of it and is one of the most legendary base Twitch emotes. Today, we're gonna master all of the variants of Pogchamp. At least the main variants, because some people have gone off the rails and made some horrendous freak of nature variants of it, like Poggy. I swear, I will wake up one night and see this thing in my closet. So, let's start out with Poggers. Never, and I cannot stress this enough, never use this emote unironically. This emote was very popular back in 2018, right when Fortnite was at its peak, so with a wave of kids rushing to Twitch to throw their primes at Ninja, Twitch received a lot of new traffic. And somewhere in that traffic, Poggers was swooped up by all the Fortnite community, forever tainting the emote and diminishing it to just spam whenever Fortnite or TikTok is mentioned. Basically, anything new and trendy that is also kid-friendly is when Poggers is the ideal emote to spam in chat. Now we can have just a moment of silence for our fallen friend, Poggers. Alright, enough of that. Let's learn how to use Pog and PogU. Both of these emotes mean virtually the same thing, there's just 2 to add some spice to the spam. These emotes replaced Poggers around 2018, and they're spammed whenever something cool or crazy happens, just like Pogchamp. But there are some alternative uses that I'll just touch on. Is a streamer telling a story you don't care about, and you don't want to cool story bob him? Instead, try doing "We don't care, Pog." Is something crazy happening that you really don't understand? Well, in that case, a question mark Pog spam is exactly what you need. I've also seen this emote used to replace the wide people happy spam in some rare cases when a death wide people happy spam is being commenced, but that is very, very few and far between. I wouldn't recommend doing it because it really doesn't make too much sense, but if you do it, just be prepared for all the wide people happiers to barrage you and ultimately sacrifice you to their overlord Satan. All in all, these variants are very straightforward and don't really require much explaining. They have their purpose to serve, and they serve it well. Moving on, let's take a look at OkayChamp and everyone's favorite emote, WeirdChamp. So let's start out with OkayChamp. This emote is used to, well, let the streamer know that everything's okay. Although a lot of this emote's use is used to show appreciation to someone if they do something commendable. Usually paired with a thumbs up emoji, you can also see this emote spam to show support of another person who is on stream, but isn't the streamer. I would use GreekGodX as an example, but this isn't 2017. So instead, an example that can be used is if XQC is live and everyone's favorite piglet, Zoil, is invited to play some games, for the most part, you'll see chat spam Zoil, OkayChamp, thumbs up emoji. But OkayChamp is generally used in a very positive manner, and an OkayChamp spam is quite enjoyable to see. But for this next emote, I'm not too sure what to say about. WeirdChamp is quite a controversial emote, and I would probably say the second most controversial emote of all time. But it's still very far away from the most controversial Twitch emote. But that'll be touched on in a later lesson. And although WeirdChamp is deemed a controversial emote, the argument of triggered by pixels lol W stands pretty strong, as you can personally block any emote so you can't see it anymore. So if you do indeed get triggered by pixels, this can be a safe alternative for you. The main point of this emote was to be a competitor with haha, which at the time was unheard of. The 12 BTW haha spam was peaking, and there seemed to be no stop to the barrage of spam anytime something cringe-inducing happened on stream. But WeirdChamp busted onto the scene, and the haha WeirdChamp war began, with WeirdChamp ultimately being deemed victorious, mostly in part to Twitch literally banning people for saying 12 by the way in chat, because you need to be at least 13 to have an account on the website, leaving haha in shambles and a shell of what the emote used to be. But enough of the history lesson. Using this emote is pretty straightforward. See something you don't like or don't agree with? WeirdChamp. Streamer playing with another streamer that you don't like? WeirdChamp. Donation with an awful text-to-speech message? WeirdChamp. For the most part, you're going to want to use this emote when anything is, as the emote's name suggests, weird. And although this emote has negative connotation attached to it, there are some comedic ways to use this emote. Streamer kills an animal on stream. Instead of using the capital D colon spam, try using Animal Killer, WeirdChamp, or Apologize Now, WeirdChamp. Similar to replacing Cool Story Bob with Pog, you can also swap in WeirdChamp as well. Streamer telling a boring story or playing into a joke until it's no longer funny? Try using Wrap It Up, WeirdChamp. Just please, I beg you, use WeirdChamp responsibly, as an unchecked WeirdChamp spam can kill a stream by making everything negative. And the last emote I'll touch on in this lesson is PogO. It's an emote that has been gaining quite a bit of popularity over the last few months. It seems as if it's a competitor to WeirdChamp to some extent, but it's still too early to say if a war will break out between the two emotes. And the emote does seem quite niche, only being used in 3,000 channels compared to WeirdChamp's 32,000. But only time will tell if PogO will reign supreme against the powerhouse that is WeirdChamp. And for the rest of the variants of Pogchamp, there isn't much to touch on because either they mean the same thing as their counterparts or they're just too obscure and niche and used by emote elitists to feel more unique and special about themselves. Well, it seems that's all the time I have for today. I hope you learned something from this. I'll be back soon for another lesson on a new emote. So go use your newfound knowledge to master the wonderful world of Twitch emotes, and I'll see you guys later.